Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. 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 Okay. I think I'm about ready with this. I am going to forego my normal greeting right now, as I just want to just say how much I fucking loathe this game at the moment. Now I have to start over with all this weird shit, but that's what the game's got for me. So, last time, my path to get Sayori as best girl failed miserably, no matter what I did. And I cannot try to undo it because the game is now screwing my head, corrupting all my save data. Her character data is gone, Sayori's character data is gone, and I had to start a brand new game, which already got a little weird. And I have a sneaky suspicion Monika is involved. Because, yeah, she was beginning to do some weird things. And the fact that she's the forefront on this new game this time is suspicious. And weird glitches seem to be happening around her. I think I already know who the culprit is, but let's get back into this game and find out what else is going to happen. And see just how much more disturbing this game's got for me. Now that the curtain has been pulled back and I see the intentions of this deceptive game, as it was called. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monika and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monika across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm watching you. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Alan. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. I wonder how much of this is going to be repeated. While I'm guessing the dialogue's going to be changed just slightly, since apparently Sayori is now no longer part of this game, but I'm just curious how much of it will be different and how much will be the exact same. Well, I hope you don't mind me repeating a lot of dialogue that have already happened, because I have to keep an eye out for this. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Alan in the classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Alan? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. When people keep disappearing, that is kind of hard to keep people in the club. Water. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know... Why, thank you, Hex. I'm glad to hear that. I actually have been going back to listening to watching and listening to the videos, and I have been realizing they haven't actually been as bad as I thought they would. Just usually when I'm doing it for the first time, I'm hearing only myself, yeah. So, glad to hear some good feedback. Hopefully everybody else will agree. I won't blame them if they don't.
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. 10 out of 10! Wait, which one? Yuri or Monica? Oh. Okay, focus.
So, Alan, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Yeah, I can see that. But you want to deal with her particular quirk, though? Manga. Actually, I kind of picture this character just kind of standing still, blankly staring at Yuri, and just kind of going in a monotone voice. Manga. I don't know. Just my own personal joke. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Yeah, I know that. I know that quite well. Game.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
Have you? I'm living one. I read a horror book once, and I'm in one. Same joke. That didn't work. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really? If a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dot over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting.
Monica's face is priceless. She is so smug. I guess I'll have to keep an eye on that again.
It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't we share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Aw, not a very confident writer yet. Not a very confident writer yet?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
No, thank you. I'm not interested. Much.
Do you have any writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all.
That was Sayori's job! That was Sayori's! I remember her!
I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Ellen?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry. I thought...
The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me.
I guess I need to tell you the truth, Alan. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival...
I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Alan?
Yeah, it could be fun, right?
You really did scare me for a moment.
I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed.
Alan, I'm so happy. We could become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay?
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monika looks over at me once more.
Alan, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me, as well as an itch in my throat. 1 second. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait.
No one to walk home with this time. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. I have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. I don't have any chance of saving it right now, so I got no choice. No, and nothing is real. Okay, that's what it said. I just checked my stream as quickly as possible since I know there's a lag, so I was able to read what it said. Nothing is real, apparently. Okay. That's... I mean, yeah, I know this game's not real, but I don't know. Well, despite Sayori not here, it seems I still only can choose two girls, which is fine because I'm starting to really suspect Monika. Pardon me. Well, who do I even try? I mean, I have no idea if I should even try anything from in here right now. I'm just... I wonder... Okay, that's apparently Yuri. That's Natsuki. That has now become Yuri. So I'm guessing most of the stuff that would have been for Sayori is now split up between Yuri and Natsuki. So... World. Sensation. Ba. I'm gonna see if I can try to even this out, maybe. Frightening. Lipstick. Lust. Tragedy. Raindrop. Oh, don't. Cute. Blanket. Okay, there we go. IMAX. Friends. Geese. Pleasure. Inferno! No, eternity. And something else. Playground. There we go. So, that should even it up. So, I'm wondering what happens that way. Did something... Oh. Oh, I got something new in here. I got me something new in here. What is this? Can you hear me? 1 second. There's a little devil inside all of us. Okay, I heard that before. I forget who quoted that already. Beneath their manufactured perception, their artificial reality is a writhing, twisted mess of dread, loathing, judgment, elitism, self-doubt, all thrashing to escape the feeble hold of their hosts, seeping through every motivation and seeping through every little crevice they can find into their willpower, starving them of all motivation and desire, into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food, or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. Such a deplorable, tangled mass is already present in every single one of them. That's why I chose not to blame myself for their actions. All I did was untie the knot. Okay. Yeah, I'm beginning to think Monica has more control over this particular story than I'm letting myself want to believe. I betcha. And I can already tell that part of this middle one, into their willpower, starving them of all motivations, are into their stomach, into their willpower, starving them of all their motivation and desire. I'm guessing that's Sayori. Into their stomach, forcing them to drown their guilt in comfort food. That's going to be Natsuki. Or into a newly opened gash in their skin, hidden only by the sleeves of a cute new shirt. That's Yuri. And Monica, I am assuming, is the one controlling everything here, saying she just untied the knot, or adding it. I think she's fucking with everything here. She wants me all to herself, doesn't she? The room looks tilted now, doesn't it? I don't recall if that's normal or if she's just really up close to me at the moment. Anyways, let's continue.
Hi again, Alan.
Oh, whoops. That thing came up again.
Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club, which has now defied gravity! I'm tilting like I'm in that room in Inception! I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What, lost your face for a moment there, Yuri.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Alan. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Natsuki
just kind of blipped into reality.
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Monica, you're kind of in the way. Okay. Natsuki certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Oh, okay.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
I'm sorry, Alan. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay?
Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance.
Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read.
Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right to me. So it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask.
Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess.
No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'll be happy to pick up a book, if you wanted me to.
Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like.
I'm having a bit of a vertigo issue with trying to read the text while noticing that the screen in the background is off. and a little bit up close. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'd like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that... Okay, everything went back to normal. Okay, thank you. Vertigo gone. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her tense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Ugh!
That's probably not how it sounded. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. So, I know I balanced that out, but I guess it just chose for me who would be the next person, because I'm guessing this is now Natsuki that I've chosen. You looking for something in there? Whoa! Okay. I think you may have spelled that a bit too long, game. Fucking money, come on!
She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up?
Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes? Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? 'Cause I said it out loud once the first day?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
There it is!
Natsuka snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a book of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest.
Ah, much better.
Does she have OCD, or it's just her being very particular about her manga stuff?
Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
Yeah, you have OCD. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on that door.
She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Alan. Consider this a
Okay.
In fact,
Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the book.
I'm gonna show you exactly why.
She shoves the book right into my hands. stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe.
Don't just stand there.
Oh, what? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. But I'm currently in the closet.
In the closet, in the closet, in the closet.
God damn it, whoever rap BM artist who did that damn song. It made like 5 parts to it. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat.
Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why is that? I guess it's easier to be closer together like this?
Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it.
Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space, while she hopes I won't notice. I could feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am.
Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning?
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Ooh. Are you sure this isn't boring you? Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not.
Even though you're just watching me read?
Well, I'm fine with that.
If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't?
That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know.
What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own... Oh!
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
That's, poignant.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monika's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So... Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what?
Yeah. I flip the page. Darkness. Darkness surrounding me. All that I see. All that I don't know the rest of those lyrics. Imprisoning me. That's what I was looking for. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Okay. Looks like she just started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki.
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey! Oh, whoa. She's wigging out, folks. She's wigging out. Oh, God. Glitch. We have a glitch.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Alan. She's fine. It just happens every now and then.
Which part? Falling asleep from lack of energy? Or waking up and suddenly going creepy-eyed Miss Glitchy on me?
That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her.
Oh, the magical glitch repair bar. Just take one of these when your eyes and mouth start bugging out like crazy demons from a digital world, and all your wounds are healed. Phoenix up. Or Phoenix down.
Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
Who should I share my poem first? Okay. Well. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a tiger by a toe. I have my eyes closed, so whatever... Oh, whoops. So whatever my mouse clicks on is going to be the first one, because I don't care. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I could trust her opinion to be fair. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not... I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on.
Oh, I think the other one was, oh, don't force yourself.
Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. No. Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
So it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't... Actually, no, she's twirling her hair. If we're being politically correct. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both in the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamingly, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? I think this is about the same. Ghosts under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Yeah, guess it's about the same.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Not this time.
Ah.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
Pardon me. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't
too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Alan.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on those things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm
counting on you.
Alright. Let's go ahead and go with Monica next.
Hi, Alan. Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening.
Bring Sayori back, you demonic digital witch! I'm still watching you.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Alan. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Alan.
Really?
It's a lot cuter than I expected.
Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment.
If you say so.
Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy.
That was more Sayori's thing, though. She makes the... No, Natsuki makes the food, not... I mean, maybe that's why she makes the food, but I don't know.
Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth.
This is a lot of information that was probably not needed to be digested, Monica. You're giving me very bad vibes now. I mean, it sounds like you're trying to make her look bad. And trust me, she was already doing a poor job with that with her attitude.
But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at it at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Well, that's 'cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Looks about the same here, too. Wait, actually.
Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen.
This is different. This is not the same hole in the wall. It's like a part 2. And yeah, that is definitely giving me vibes that Monica is behind all this. She wants me for herself, and it seems like she's trying to change the script a bit here now.
You did something to Sayori, you bitch!
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it.
Let me out. Let me out.
I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently.
I'm a game, but I want to be with you.
This is what I'm getting from her.
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Oh boy, this again.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Monica, Monica, Monica. I see through your veil. Water.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all,
Natsuki rereads my poem.
never mind. I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing it in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha! Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So, in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Ugh.
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
A little bit. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? I showed you mine, now show me yours. You know what I mean. Oh, that's now recorded. Oh, why did I do that? I'm so stupid. Remember, I usually do this for jokes. Occasionally, they are bad jokes. Please do not take me out of context.
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about that.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight in the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but If Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Pardon me again. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. The flute was out of tune for a moment. I was concerned that that was a bad sign. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
I'm scowy sometimes. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Ellen did too. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Alan liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Alan appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew in size bigger than as soon as Alan started showing up.
Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy bitch!
Oh.
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much of some of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school.
You know what is happening. Music has gone completely bonkers and the static. My ears are being raped. I'm gonna move my headphones away for a moment, thank you. Okay, it is getting bombastic.
Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on, let Alan hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me, as if she just noticed I was standing here.
Alan, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it.
How did I get your guy? Who am I supposed to agree with? Is this? Okay, Natsuki. Okay, Yuri. Natsuki. Or Natsuki. Or Yuri. Or Natsuki. Or Natsuki. Monica? What do you want? I have my hands pressing the headphones over my ears. I'm going to move them away again, just in case it does something I regret my ears to hear. You're scaring me, bitch. Oh, I'm still trying to select. Oh, okay. Oh. I could still select.
Hey, Alan? Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? You know, I'll take that. Okay, good. Everything went kind of back to normal a little bit. What's going on? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I think your wish is coming true. If you're causing this. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others.
Yeah, I full sincerely doubt that lately.
You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead.
Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away.
Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean to. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it.
Yuri is rocking back and forth in the desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri?
I didn't mean it!
I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did.
Ellen, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely.
What is that supposed to mean?
Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want.
Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica.
You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take the responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Alan. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really...
Okay. Fuck that. Go to poem 2. I will be right back. I need to process something, and also I need to take care of things. Zen, I see your name in the viewers. How are you doing? Well, you know, blah 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 blah. Anyways, I'll be right back. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so for this one, we're just gonna play the Russian roulette game. And by that, I'm gonna try to get one of each. And we'll just see what happens from there. So, rainbow, aura, twirl, incongruent, giggle, misfortune, waterfall, contamination, games, massacre, heaven sent. Oh, okay. Silly. Poof. Intellectual. Anger. Hey, that actually worked for her. Chocolate! 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 I could just pick it, but no, with this desire.
Doki Doki!
Tears. Wonderful. And finally... Oh! Why is that there? Why is this here? Wait a minute, what? Wait, if I'm right and Monica is controlling all this, why would she put that on me? Why would she remind me of what happened to Sayori? And there's another thing in my thingy. In my directory. Hold on, tick. There's a bunch of eyes. I hate this. I can't do anything. Nothing. No matter how many times you play, it's all the same. It would be really, really easy to kill myself right now. That would mean I don't get to talk to you anymore. All I want is for you to hate them. Why is that so hard? Well, if you're talking about the girls, I kind of have no choice. I can't do anything other than just follow the script. So, sorry. Not really your fault there, except for how the game was designed, but you're being creepy. Stop being creepy. Okay. Anyways, moving on. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me.
Welcome back, Alan.
Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me, or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at the desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room.
About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well.
Yuri? I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here for a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it.
Alan? Don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around.
It would have been even brighter if Sayori was still here. Oh, okay. Her picture's gone. Good. I didn't need that reminder right now.
Sorry. What am I saying right now?
Hey, have you guys seen Monica?
No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was.
Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either.
Yuri's clearly taken back by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her.
No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? I think something happened to Natsuki's character data. She doesn't remember anything. Did you say something yesterday? Jeez.
Whatever on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you?
But I'll accept your apology anyway, if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear. Since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either.
Natsuki turns to me.
You're still on trial, though.
Hey! Suddenly, the door swings open.
Sorry. I'm super sorry.
Ah, there you are.
I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Nah. Well, Natsuki was.
I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Aw, well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's...
Monica looks at me.
Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will.
That sounds cool. I look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ellen.
Monica smiles sweetly. A smile that hides behind a sinister plot. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently.
I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. You want me. She wants me. She wants me all to herself. In that case, best of luck. It's like she's the Yandere.
Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I?
Not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet.
Alan, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club.
I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for... Well, wait, hold on. Did I read that right? I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave me that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After all, after we finished reading yesterday, she's fine.
She's fine. She's reading over there. So it's okay, right?
In that case, I don't see any problem.
Okay. Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason.
Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy.
Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this.
Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. What's the story about, anyway?
Well,
I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. No idea what that is. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler.
And very... Okay, real talk. That was fucking creepy as hell. I mean, I'm not certain I would want to keep talking to a lady like that if that's the thing she's reading. Nah, I'd probably still talk to her anyways. But, yeah, that's not really a normal, cheerful thing to be talking about.
But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs.
That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. And it was meant to be.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Alan?
Well, you did say you like surreal horror, so that does kind of make sense. No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different.
It's just that this kind of story... It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people, and we're all worthless anyway. Then, suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again.
Yeah, more than just rambling. You were saying some very twisted things in black thick text.
I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Oh?
When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets...
What was that? What was that? Oh, you won't let me see that. I mean, did the suddenly...
I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So, I'm sorry if I ended up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking to myself.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
That's... Well, that's true.
In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right?
Yes! I mean, you don't have to, but...
What are you saying?
Let me just get the book.
I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's.
Yeah.
Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone.
I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read, and that's probably true. It's not particularly bad. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. Hold on a sec. Did I just see something pop up? No, never mind. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry, I was just bathing in the...
Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? You won't let me see what the fuck you were reading. Saying.
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them.
I suppose.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn a page.
Here.
Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision.
Are you ready? Turn the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes met. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit.
No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not.
Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses her things she says, and all that.
That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her.
Something else?
Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head.
Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little...
My breathing?
Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat.
I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water.
Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Pardon me.
Alan, did something happen just now?
I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess.
So you don't know anything?
Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her?
Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her.
No, nothing.
Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming.
Alright, if you say so.
Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other?
Shouldn't we wait for Yuri?
Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd started without her.
Is that okay?
Is that okay?
Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, well, I'll start with Natsuki.
Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed.
Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little bit different this time.
Fair enough. You're still new to this. I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it.
Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy, sorry if I'm kind of just going through this. I've already read most of this before. I'm just checking to see if there's anything different or anything weird, just in case. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard hers a favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies, doesn't matter if she keeps it private, doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross, she's gross, the world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone.
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Pardon me.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
No, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an arrogant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy.
Oh, I read that completely weird.
Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
I'm still not reading that right. Is that question mark really supposed to be there?
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Such as two of the girls in this very club, who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my own place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Geez, now you're making me complain too much.
What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you.
Well, I guess thanks. But it's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever. We're done sharing, so you can leave now.
Alrighty. And the only other one I could do, Monika.
Hi again, Alan. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're implying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for me today?
Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monika.
Alright. Great job, Alan. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did it again. I wasn't paying attention. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort.
That's not fair at all. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally giving up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time.
Suddenly the door opens.
Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. All right. Thanks, Monika. I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
There seems to be some letters missing from this one. Save me. The colors. They won't. Bright. Beautiful. CL. Flash. Extending. Piercing. Green. Red, green, blue, and needless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, rims, squeaking, screech, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like play a board on a table, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, and of no, I want to go down.
Delete her.
Somebody wants to delete someone. No, stop.
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, that just confirmed it. Monica is controlling shit. She's trying to reach out to... Is she trying to reach out to me? Is she talking to me? To Tabby? Let's continue with Yuri now.
I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today.
Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it?
Alan, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday, I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing.
Maybe that's why you did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more getting more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Alan. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Alan? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now, I just want you to read my poem too. Okay?
Wheel. A rotating wheel. Turning on an axle. Grinding. Bolt head. Linear gearbox. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A dock shit. Okay, this is sounding like it's just random words. Pardon me as I actually read all of this out loud, just to make certain I'm not missing anything. A dock shipped, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, tune controlled by sipping cogwheels, existence of God. It does seem like a shopping list, doesn't it? Swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time... I'm also noticing, like, stain marks on this, too. Only 6 experience from the planet 40 times every time it turns a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and opening human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox. Breathing bolt head. Breathing ship. Breathing portal. Breathing snakes. Breathing God. Breathing blood. Breathing holy stakes. Breathing human eyes. Breathing time. Breathing prayer. Breathing sky. Breathing wheel. Yeah, that's a very unique abstract poem there, Yuri. Yeah. I'm afraid now. Again.
It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen.
Wait, my pen?
That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though.
I have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how Block feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one, though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again, unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. So is this one of Yuri's? Okay. Moving on. I'm freaking out. Everything got muffled, and it's all red.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems.
Oh my god. Oh god. Okay.
We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today. So if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's...
The scrunching noises. Oh.
It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members.
That's a concern for us of mine as well. Now I'm taking my headphones off. What's happening? There is nothing. What is happening? I'm afraid to push enter. I'm not liking this game anymore. The noises was kind of, I was getting really goosebumpery over it, and it just felt really weird in my ears. Okay, Hex, please stop. You're making me more making me more anxious every time you tell me to get ready. Not that I don't thank you and I don't appreciate it, it's not helping. Or maybe it is. No, it's not. Even if I know what's coming, even if I knew what was coming, I don't think I could. Okay, anyways. Focusing again.
I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Alan joined, and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members, and the festival's our only real chance to find more, you know?
What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage.
Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. 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 I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Alan?
Oh, come on. Can't take advantage of Alan to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything.
Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Alan joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Alan isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Alan want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, it's up to me to rescue the situation. No. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. Alan, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, I had a different experience in mind, but obviously my character is a sexual deviant who wanted to get close to all these beautiful girls. So, well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? Because you're a jerk. In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? If starting this club was a mistake. Now you've done it, Natsuki.
What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest?
It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that.
You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends.
Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me.
And now Monica wants to take it away from me.
She's not taking anything away.
No, Alan, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one? I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice.
Natsuki starts packing up her things.
I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now.
Natsuki? Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom.
This is bad. I don't know what to do.
Well, I mean, Monika and Natsuki left, so now I'm just... Well, Monika is apparently on a desk, so... It's just Yuri now. Do you have any opinion on the festival?
I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess.
Yeah,
Who cares about that obnoxious brat?
I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that.
Nobody would cry if she killed herself.
Oh. Yuri is... I think you're bleeding from your right eye. Are you okay, girl? Yuri?
I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Alan? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decided giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you.
Oh, she is bleeding. Why is she bleeding?
Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way.
Alan mentioned something. She's bleeding. Or she's bleeding!
With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. You've got something bleeding from your right eye. I think you may have popped a blood vessel. I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also, a wonderful friend. Monika? I want to do everything I can to make the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Alan? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Alan before we leave.
Oh boy. She's trying to get me to herself again.
Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me, as president. Oh.
Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest.
Okay. I trust your judgment, Monika. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monika waves at Yuri. Monika waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Alan, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I really would hate to see you unhappy.
It's getting dark and staticky again.
I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that, as president. And I really do care about you, you know?
And the music stopped. What's happening?
You know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean. But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet! No!
And the game will not allow me. And that is probably making Monica even mad. Even more frustrated, ain't it? Okay, nothing's picked up yet. I'm double checking here. I have no idea how long I've been on the stream so far. I want to continue, but I'm going to pause the stream here so that I can just get a video ready to go. And I'll be right back and I shall continue. So, be right back.